Yes, sir. Very happy evening to all. Sir, I know that you all are studying very well for the coming examination. And if you are going to write in this Jan, group number 1, we are having, except tomorrow, exactly 5.5 days for our coming examination. And you may be writing either group number 1 or both the groups, my dear lovable students. If you are going to write group number 1 or both the groups, advanced accounting will play a major role in your examination because that is the first over or first ball of our innings. How we are going to play that ball is very important, my dear lovable students. And always what we are going to do in the last 5.5 days for that particular subject will decide the first examination. And first examination will set the target for the remaining part of the exam or examination as the case may be. I have prepared a beautiful and a fantastic timetable for you. Every time I used to give this timetable to the ANMite students and also to the people who are subscribing or following us. This time we have come up with a very better and a fantastic timetable for you, which as normal I have classified the slots into 3 categories, which is slot A, slot N and slot M, 3 slots. Along with the time also I will tell you how you have to use that. Listen this very carefully, understand without any doubts. Then only you will be able to execute this in a proper way. Generally all the 5 days the slot A will be from 7 a.m. to 9:30. Basically 2.5 hours of time. That time I am calling it as accounting standard time. Why? Reason I will tell you. The advanced accounting paper can be classified into 2 categories. 60 marks of 7 chapters and 40 marks of the accounting standards. This is what the paper's proportion. So you have to revise the accounting standard properly. Then only you will be able to write satisfactorily. That is very important for exam. So what I have done is, in the morning slot, I picked one theory standard like AS4, AS5, AS12, AS9 and AS1 because when it's nearing to examination, we should not have pressure. Sir, we may think that, sir, it's very easy, AS4. Let me do last. No, man. AS4 is one of the important AS for this attempt. AS5 is one of the important AS for this attempt. And AS12 is another 9 and 1. This AS has not been tested in the last 2 attempts. Attempt wise I have marked. In the last attempt, September attempt, AS13 has been tested. So, on the first day of your preparation, morning 7 to 9:30, 2 AS you have to complete. One is AS4 and AS13. Sir, since this AS13 has been asked in exam, September attempt, there is no need that it has to be repeated or it should not be repeated. Don't take a chance. There are back-to-back attempts. For example, AS2 is there. They have tested both in September and also in the immediately before exam, that is May. So it's an I love you area for ICAI. So there is no hard and fast rules that once tested in the immediately preceding attempt, it will not be tested in the next attempt. No. So if you want to be more conservative, if you want to be, sir, prepare for the full syllabus, this 5 days will make you in a safer position. So on day 1, morning slot, 1 theory AS4 and 1 practical AS13. You complete the preparation, 2.5 hours of time. Then, sir, that day 1 itself, sir, you have to prepare from 10 to 5, very important slot, 10 to 1 slot 3 hour, 1 to 2 lunch break, 2 to 5 another slot. You have to prepare the 7 chapters. Which 7 chapters? Amalgamation you have to prepare. Which is an expected 14 mark question for exam. IR will come for 10 mark in exam. Buyback will come for 7 mark in exam. Branch will come for 5 mark minimum, maximum 10 mark for exam. Cash flow statement will come for 5 to 10 mark in exam. Consolidated financial statement, another biggest or hit area, 14 mark for exam. And schedule 3 will come for 10 mark in exam. What you are supposed to do, I will tell you. On day number 1, for all the topics, you have to do 2 questions. Because amalgamation, you have to do 2 questions. Immediately IR, you have to do 2 questions. Buyback, you have to do 2 questions. Branch accounts, you have to do 2 questions. Cash flow statement, you have to do 2 questions. Consolidated financial statement, you have to do 2 questions. Schedule 3, you have to do 2 questions. That too, my dear lovable students, what is the pattern you should do? I will tell you. 10 to 1 3 hours of slot. One question from every chapter. Complete that 3 hours as if you are writing one examination. Complete that. Take 1 to 2 lunch break. Again 2 to 5. Another 1 question from amalgamation. Another 1 question from IR. Another 1 question from buyback. Another 1 question from branch. Cash flow statement. Consolidated finance statement. Schedule 3. And complete another examination from 2 to 5 o'clock. Sir, you can study day 1 amalgamation, day 2 IR, day 3 buyback. But I will tell you, you are going to write an examination paper where it is going to be a mix of all the question. Immediately you have to swap your brain. So when you are practice also, if you practice like that, examination also same flow will come. So morning slot, 7 question. Afternoon slot, 7 question. One day, 14 question from this. That too I will tell you what type of question you should choose. Sir, in morning slot you are going to do 7 question. That 7 question should mandatorily be the question which you have already solved from the ICAI study material, that is illustration, or the book back as the case may be, mandatorily. That is from amalgamation I am saying. From IR, my dear lovable students, you have to do the current RTP or the last immediately preceding RTP question or the last 2 examination question paper. Don't go beyond that because there is no use in going beyond that because only we are having 2 exams after the merger of the subject into 1. So from that question paper, you have to take which question has been asked IR. So you have tried a new question. That means, my dear lovable students, you may go wrong. That because you have tested. Immediately, with regard to buyback, if you are again doing a new question, sometimes your confidence may come down. Don't do that mistake. Then go to buyback. Already a question which you have solved from illustration or also from the book back. Try that question. Again, confidence get back. Then branch accounts, new question try. What are the sources? Either from the last 2 question paper, which is September exam, or the just before May examination question paper. That means after completing this process, you should be completing that 2 question paper. Then the shock of seeing a question paper will comes to an end. And also, my dear lovable students, use the current RTP and also the last RTPs and MTPs. From this and the ICAI study material, nothing more, nothing less, you have to go back. Don't do so much of resources and waste your time because you will get tensed. You will get tensed. Then, have you tried a new question from branch? Sir, cash flow statement. My dear lovable students, the question which you have already tried, which you have already done as assignment, that question you have to do. Then CFS, new question. Schedule 3, already you know. That means this is called as plus and minus approach. One question which I already know, one question which I don't know. For example, in the morning slot 10 to 1, amalgamation, if you done a known question, afternoon try the amalgamation which you don't know. That is right as if examination. Check yourself. Then only when a new question comes, that you will be able to appreciate or understand. Otherwise, the question which you have already solved, if the same question comes, you will answer. But if a new question comes, you will not be able to appreciate or understand. That means 10 to 5, you are going to spend for the 60 mark. 60 mark, and no specific revision or preparation is required for MCQ and all. Because conceptually, if you are strong, you can manage the MCQ, my dear lovable students. Fine, sir. Fantastic, sir. On day number 1, coming to the last slot, after 5 o'clock, take a break. Because 10 to 1, 1 slot, 7 question. 1 to 2 break. 2 to 5, my dear lovable students, another slot of 7 question. Take 1 hour, aram se break. Happily take a break. My dear lovable students, coming to the very important slot for the day, 6 to 10. 6 to 10, 10:30 you can stretch. Don't stretch so much beyond that, because you have to sleep very well. Then only the same process can be completed tomorrow. So day number 1, you have to complete again AS. Complete one of the biggest AS 20, which has not been tested in last September. There is a huge chance to test now. AS 22, September already tested. I already said that I can't give a guarantee that this time it will not come. If you want such a guarantee, evening, after examination, I will come and give the guarantee. ICAI. So, my dear lovable students, prepare AS 20, all the illustrations and all the book back. In that, within the short span of time, how I will be able to complete all the illustration book back, because that is that much big area, sir. Try 3 to 4 questions, sit and write. The remaining, there is a subject called as auditing. No, you do the same. Audit. Calculator. Do it. That's it. This is how you are going to effectively use the day number 1. That means, you have prepared AS 4 very well, AS 13 very well. 7 chapter 2 question, that too plus minus concept. That's what A&M approach. And again AS 20 and AS 22, my dear lovable students. Both the AS has been tested in the past examination, May and September. So go to the respective question paper and do the sum again. Then your conceptual clarity will be good. First do that sum. Check yourself whether you are getting the answer or not. Then start revising, then you will understand where you are lagging. After revision, if you go and if you understand that there is a mistake, when you will rectify? I hope that you are understanding what I am trying to say. Brilliant, sir. What is with my day number 2? The next day, you have to complete AS 5 and AS 10. AS 10 is one of the biggest AS, not tested, expected for the coming examination. So AS 5 and AS 10, you have to complete. 1 theory AS and 1 problem AS. The same timing will be applicable. Morning 7 o'clock till 9:30. Morning 9:30. Take half an hour break. Breakfast break. Take bath. Sir, then morning 10 to 1, 1 slot of 7 chapter. 1 to 2 lunch break. 2 to 5, again 7 slots. 7 questions of another slot. Super, 14 question you have completed. Look at the grip you will be having, because yesterday you would have done the same chapter 2 times. Now also 2 times. Wow, you'll be feeling wow. One of the best to execute, my dear lovable students. On day number night evening, AS 16 tested in May, not in September, will be repeated in our exam. AS 17 and 18, not tested in both the exam. High chance that to AS 17 segment reporting, they will be asking you whether this is the reportable segment or not. Go through all that rules very well. Fantastic to the course, sir. Coming to day number 3, the next day, we are much nearing to exam. Morning AS 12, very light AS. Properly see all the adjustments. It has not tested. AS 26, go through that AS. It has tested in September only, recent tested only. Still revise perfectly. Then the same plus minus concept. 10 to 1, 7 question. 2 to 5, 7 questions. You have done 14 questions for the day, and no topic you will be having fear. If any one topic you have, not prepared, for example, I am saying you, amalgamation, if you have not prepared. For example, I am saying that situation should not be there first of all. But still, for example, if you have not prepared consolidated financial statement, if Conso has not been prepared, leave Conso, don't try to study Conso now within 5 days. Instead of that, you make it, 2 question for amalgamation or 2 question for IR. Like that, make it double up. That means you are becoming so strong in the topic what you have studied, my dear lovable students. That will add lovely bonanza marks to you. Then AS, day number 3, AS 24, discontinuing operations. And AS 19, last time, May, it has been tested in exam. September, not tested. It's an I love you area for ICAI. That too, they will be asking you to find the unearned finance income. They will be asking you to find what is the amount to be recognized in the books of the lessor. Super fantastic to the course, sir. Coming to day number 4. We are much nearing to examination. Morning AS 9, one of the expected AS for this attempt. AS 28, impairment, another I love you area for ICAI. Revise it very properly. AS 28. Then 10 to 1, 14, 7 question. 2 to 5, 7 question with plus minus approach. I believe that you clearly understood what is plus minus approach. I have clearly explained that. And AS7, oh my god, one of the expected area for exam. And AS15, September only they have tested. I believe that 90% of the students would not have prepared this AS15. If that is the case, since it has been tested in September and since we have not studied, if you want to take a chance, you can take a chance in AS15. I am not saying that it will not come. If it come also, let it be Dana Dharmam to the ICAI. Let it. ICAI, let them keep 7 marks. Okay, fine. Day number 5, oh my god, the very next day, tomorrow is the examination. That's what AS1 and 2. AS2 is a I love you area for ICAI. So at that time, you'll be having more pressure. That's why light topics I'm giving 1 and 2. And 10 to 1, 7 question, plus minus approach. Break 2 to 5, 7 question, plus minus approach. And day number 5, evening, AS25 theory, AS29 theory, AS11, already since you have completed the branch, that to foreign branch, there itself you would have completed the majority of the conversion rate, if it is for NIFO or FIFO, sorry. So my dear lovable students, there you do the AS11. Sir, if you done the AS11 and all on day 1 itself, during the tension, again you have to see on the day 5. That's why I push AS11 to the end. So my dear lovable students, these are the AS asked in September exam. AS2 has been asked. Oh, AS3 has been asked. That is cash flow statement. AS4, AS9, AS10. Sir, AS4, AS9 and AS10. Including MCQ I am talking. Not only the descriptive part. AS10, 13, 15, 16, 18, 19, 22, 29. You tell me, September is the last attempt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 AS they have tested. 12 AS they have tested. My dear lovable students, you tell me it's better to revise all the AS than we take a speculation. 1 or 2 you skip it. Like 15 if you don't like, skip it. I'm not saying that it will not come. But, sir, it's always better to revise the maximum number of AS because we don't know. In MCQ they may ask 2 mark. In descriptive they may ask 7 mark, 4 mark. Like that they may add here and there. We are having 5.5 days of time. And this is our last attempt. We are going to get 70 plus in advanced accounting. If that is the mindset, in order to reduce the risk, a good student will revise as much as possible, my dear lovable students. And in May, 2, 3, 7, 11, 12, 16, 19 and 20. So if you take an analysis, these are the AS which has not been tested in the last 2 attempts. That means potential EPS as per AS 20. There is a high chance to test in this, sir, AS1. Everyone will ignore. No one like AS1. What and all to be studied in AS1? They may ask for 4 mark in exam. AS5, AS17, oh my god, AS24, AS25 and AS28. These are the, sir, AS which has not been tested in the last 2 attempts. Sir, can you guess what and all AS may be tested in this time? Sir, this is the analysis we can give. There is no hard and fast rule that, sir, 2 times the same AS cannot be asked. If that is the case, what is with regard to AS2? Tell me. Sir, better revise everything. Whatever you have studied to the extent. To revise in last 5 days only we have studied this much. Sir, if you are not revising in last 5.5 days, it is equal to you have not studied. Don't do that mistake. Still you don't be with, sir, tax. Still you don't be with the what? Sir, law. Because last 5.5 days should be mandatorily dedicated to advanced accounting. If that is the case and if you are able to score a 70 plus, let it be there, man. Sir, take 60 plus exemption. Max, we can aim it for 70 plus 60 plus itself. Sir, 150 minus 60 itself, you will be balanced with what? 90. Divided by 2. 45 mark is what you required for the 2 papers. Anyway, law, you will get 50 plus. Tax, computation of total income is already there. Computation of GST payable is already there. Already you would have prepared very well. Tax, that's it, game over. In the Janda, we are going to pass. If any of the AS you have missed to prepare, and if you wish to prepare with a short span of time, sir, I just want a quick idea of what that AS is saying. Already, I have uploaded a AS theory marathon. Actually, which has been uploaded for the last attempt. I thought of redo this time, but still I was little busy with the face-to-face class. I didn't get enough time. But, sir, that can be used for this time. Surely I will replace for the next. That is not applicable for you. So that will be useful if you want any idea. And specific AS guidance like AS 13, 19 and 22 reference video are also available in my channel for your reference, my dear lovable students. So overall, next 5.5 days, today, sir, on 6th I am uploading. Why I am uploading this on 6th is 7th, tomorrow you can finish off the law preparation and the tax preparation and close it. Come to our subject, advanced accounting. For that mindset only I am uploading now. 5.5 days we are going to study like anything. And I will be uploading, or I will be, sir, trying to, sir, motivate you even throughout that 5.5 days also, whenever I am getting time, my dear lovable students. First, you picturize what you are going to do. First, you trust yourself that this attempt I am going to pass. This is the last, sir, try which we are going to give. Only one thing I just want to say before I close this. If you are going to follow this 5.5 day schedule, follow with a mindset that you are going to get 70 plus. What you think, you will become in life. If you don't think, then how you will become, my dear lovable students. I believe that, sir, this preparation strategy will be useful for you, will be adding lot of guidance to you. If that is the case, sir, update in my comment box. And on a daily basis, after day number 1, sir, you inform me that day 1 has been completed. Day 2 has been completed. That will be a motivation for the other students also to be on track, saying that this many students are completing, even I also have to be completed. I am wishing you all the very best for coming this Jan. This attempt is going to be a New Year gift for your family, my dear lovable students. You are going to say that, Amma, Appa, I have cleared this time. So go with only the positive mindset, nothing more, nothing less. Sir, you only see like this, your paper, your things. No deviation from here onwards. 1 hour of time is equal to 4 months. That is the equivalent production. If you are wasting one session, 1 hour, it is equal to 4 months of time. We don't know which session will help you to pass the examination. So, my dear lovable students, close all the other preparations by tomorrow itself. From day number 1, which is on 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is your examination. No? Today is what? 4. So, 5. Tomorrow you close it on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And 11th morning, you can go through the current RTP and the current MTP and all the important adjustments what you have noted in all the chapters. We'll make this 5.5 days a great success. And the first examination, my dear lovable students, I am wishing you all the very best. And I'm waiting for your positive comments in the comment section. Till that, thank you and bye-bye from here.